So what was your kind of impressions first game alongside Auston and Mitch in the preseason? What did you take away from that?
I mean, yeah, it was good to kind of just get on the ice and get back into things. I thought it went not bad. Felt not bad out there. Obviously, the chemistry will come with more games played and stuff like that. But it felt good to get out there.
Players always say, Tyler, you want to go play your whatever you're playing with, but what does change for you when it's the caliber of the players that Mitch and Auston are?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to change a little bit, but I'll still be in front of the net, just trying to create space for them. Let them kind of do their thing on the outside, and with like I said before, with time, hopefully that chemistry will kind of click a little bit more.
When you're creating space, though, how much are you cognizant of getting to those open spaces yourself, given what they can do with it?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, trying to take the goalie's eyes away, but trying to find those little seams back door or anywhere in the slot, is going to be good.
What stands out in particular about Matthews? You had mentioned with Mitch, with his kind of vision, you have to probably glue your stick to the ice. With Auston, what stands out in particular about his skill set?
Yeah, I mean, he holds on to the puck, and he just lugs it, and he's good with the possession game, and spinning off checks and getting to open spots for good scoring opportunities. So, just give those guys some room and let them do their thing.
What have you learned about them as people? Like, have you spent much time with them off the ice at all?
Yeah, no, they're great guys. Awesome guys in the room. Fun to be around, so that makes it a lot easier, to build that chemistry quicker.
You play a hard-nosed game, gritty. Like, where's that come from? Is that just baked into your DNA, or how did that develop?
Yeah, I think so. Just kind of started, my first couple of years in Guelph, kind of established that, and my game got a little bit better as I moved up, and but that's always kind of stick with me.
And you have the kind of hockey smile to match it. Yeah. How long have you been without that top tooth?
I think it was my first year Grand Rapids, I think, yeah.
Did you ever look into fixing it, or do you like it?
I got a flipper, yeah.
What happened on the play, do you remember?
I got high sticks, and it took like 3/4 of my tooth, so they just had to pull it, yeah.
Who did it to you?
I have no idea.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm curious, we're just getting used to you, of course. What do you like about the way you have the tongues out on your skates?
That's another thing I guess just went with. Nothing in particular, just kind of grew up doing it.
What does 59 mean to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Why did you start with the skate flaps like that? Do you remember at all? Or was it just easier? Or
honestly, I have no idea. Just kind of felt right, I guess. I tried to tuck them under, but didn't feel great, so I just stuck with the flop.
Auston's kind of a stick nerd. I don't know, nerd if the right thing, but he loves
the right word.
It's Have you heard from him about your tape? No tape on the top?
Yeah, they've given me some shit, but I'm sticking with it. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you gone that way?
A couple years now. Yeah, just don't like taping sticks, so it's easy.
So when are we going to see you play a game?
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
No, we have a plan right now. Like we focus more conditioning stuff. Yeah, prepare for maybe next game. Maybe for sure you guys will be seeing me in preseason. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. And we'll see what's going on. We got some day off tomorrow. I know we'll get some game Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we'll see. It's what coach says.
Is this a different kind of approach to training camp than you've had in the past?
Huh?
Is it different than what you've done in the past in training camp? Would you usually be in a game by now?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different than in the last year. Yeah. We get some more games. We have more games. More like tactics right now. Still, it's hard. So we skate a lot. Yeah. Yesterday 145 probably. Today is 150. It's long skate. It's good for us. Like we get some conditioning more. Like just prepare for a season. Like every camp is hard. Yeah. It's like last opportunity for us before a season, and yeah, I think we'll be good. We're ready to play.
Is there anything behind that approach as to why you've gone with less game action early on in camp and focus more on tactics and individual work?
Yeah, we talk about with the goalie coach Curtis and with Sheldon, with the head coach. Yeah, we think about like get some little bit more time for me on the ice, more concentration on the ice, like small goalie details. Yes, this is what we want to focus right now, plus conditioning too. I'll do some bike like every 2-3 days, like yeah, I feel better. Yeah, I'm so appreciative this time because it's really important for me. I feel like almost 100% right. Yeah.
What stands out to you about Tyler Bertuzzi so far?
Oh, he's nice. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's good for us. He's got an amazing shot. I feel this in the practice. And funny guys is everybody new guys is awesome. A lot of emotion for us. New blood for a team. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like it.
When you enter season, do you have a number of games that you want to play in mind in the regular season? Or?
We didn't talk about this.
Right.
Depends how I'm play. Yeah, how season is going. How it doesn't matter for me. I'm more concentration for help for team. Doesn't matter I'm play or not play. We have a three nice goalies, Jonas, me, Waller. It's big opportunity for me again. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I don't think about games. Just I wanna try to help our team.
How did you get into yoga?
I get some. My wife she showed me in this summer. Hot yoga. You stay in a hot room. It's like pretty like a sauna, and you just do some stretching. With the dumbbells. It's different yoga all the time, but it's so nice. I like it. You sweat a lot. Yeah, I like it.
Are you going to classes throughout the summer?
Yeah, with everybody. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah. It's nice. My wife, she's a couple times with me. Yeah, it's amazing. I like it. It's nice for mental a little bit and a little bit sweaty. Yeah.
It's quite a workout, isn't it?
It's really hard. It's not too easy.
No.
It's
more so than you were expecting.
Yeah.
And do you feel the impact in camp so far? Like you're in better shape?
We'll see again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I feel a good shape. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more understanding the games and right now because it's just a practice. It's different speed a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit different. But yeah, we'll see so far.
Practicing against Auston, now the last couple of years, have you gotten a better read on his shot? Like you feel like you know it a bit better?
Yeah, a little bit. I have a couple of secrets. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But still, he's a nice shooter. It's hard to read him, because he's a really nice goal scorer. Yeah.
Auston, what stands out to you so far about Easton Cowan?
Yeah, he's just a little buzzsaw out there. Honestly, he's got a good motor, and I think just the way he thinks the game. He looked really good last night or the other night, and it's gonna be fun to watch him again and see if he can kind of keep this momentum going. But it's been really fun to watch.
What did you feel first preseason game with Tyler there on the wing? What were your takeaways from that?
Yeah, it was good. I think the first game you're just kind of trying to get your rhythm back and get moving again and skating, and the first period just kind of felt I think just kind of sloppy as it kind of usually is in preseason. But the second and third we started to have some good shifts in the ozone, find a little bit of a rhythm, and I just think the more reps we get together and the more time we spend in game-like situations, the better the chemistry will grow.
Are you trying to get him to put any tape on the top of his stick there?
I mean, whatever he's been doing has been working for him, but what he's got going on there is something I've never seen before. So it's pretty interesting so far to see that he can actually play hockey with what he's working with. It's pretty, it's pretty impressive.
Do you chirp him about it at all?
Yeah, I mean, everybody is just looking at his stick like, what's going on? He's got one strip of camo tape on the top for his butt end, so really nothing, and then he uses this I don't even know what it is. You just strip it on the blade. There's nothing on the bottom, nothing on the top. It's just like this material on the blade, and that's what he's rocking with. And it wouldn't be my choice, but it works for him, and as long as he likes it, that's all that matters. But it wouldn't be my first or second choice.
Tongues out too.
Yeah, he's got hilarious style. Yeah, he tongues out, the flow all over the place, the knob, the tape on the blade or the non-tape on the blade. Yeah, he's got it going on for sure.
What's the key for someone to fit in with you and Mitch? Is there something specific?
I don't know if there's really a key. I think we just, we like to play fast and utilize each other on the ice, and I think it's just kind of a feel thing, and just knowing where each other are at on the ice at all times, so that we can play quick and utilize the open space that we have, and just supporting each other all over the ice.
Crucial for you and Mitch to recognize to Auston that whoever that is, and right now it's Tyler, and it looks like it will be for a while, that it takes a while to get used to playing two people like yourselves. it's not going to happen right away.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's always that kind of, getting to know you curve that you gotta go through, and I mean, Bert's really fit in great with our whole team so far, and he's been a lot of fun to be around, and so it's just constant communication and practice on the bench, on the ice, during games, just to learn each other and just get that chemistry flowing, and so when you get into game-like situations, as we move along the preseason into regular season, it's just kind of more natural.
What have been your early impressions of working with Guy Boucher?
Yeah, it's been good so far. He's very detailed. Obviously, he's been a head coach most of his career, and so you can see like his attention to detail is very, very good, and it's very clear what he wants out of the power play and what he expects from us and his vision. So everything along those lines has been really good so far. And same thing, when you get a new coach, it's kind of that whole feel-out process of just trying to get to know him and make little adjustments on the fly. I mean, training camp seems like it's been forever now, but it's only been like a week or so, and so you're just trying to get your feet under you, get the chemistry back, and just the plan that you kind of have outlined for what you want to see or what we want to see, whether it's power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5, and just trying to execute as well as we can here.
Auston, what are the expectations that you have coming in the season for yourself? Obviously, you're a complete player, but I know you're always kind of trying to improve. Like, is there any area that you're in particularly focusing on?
I think all that stuff's just kind of internal, but I mean, obviously, I feel like this opportunity to play penalty kill, for myself is something that I'm excited about. I think just another challenge, another step, to being that complete player that I want to be, and so I'm looking forward to that. But obviously, we just want to start on time here once the regular season gets going, making sure everybody's on the same page, and for myself personally, just to kind of be leading the way in that regard, whether it's practice or games, doesn't matter. So,
in your own head, do you have a number of goals you want to score?
We're doing a story on Connor Bedard's debut as a #1 overall pick yourself, who had a little bit of hype when you came into the league. Was there anybody who gave you some advice in the days or weeks leading up to that debut that really resonated with you?
I feel like there's a lot of advice that you get, and I mean, it's hard to kind of comprehend everything until you kind of go through it, honestly. So, I think when I played World Championships, Pat Maroon had some good advice. It wasn't necessarily for me, but it was just kind of for all the guys that were just around at that time. But he was just talking about there's never a bad day in the NHL, and I think that even your rookie year, even this is year 8 for me, just you're always going to go through ups and downs throughout the season, and it's easy to get down on yourself, or it's easy to kind of get maybe just emotionally a little bit out of it sometimes, and just kind of trying to reel that back in can be a struggle at times. So I think just always having that having the positive mindset of every day, it's another good opportunity to go out and have fun, and you're living your dream, and just take it day by day, have fun, work hard, and yeah.
Think you can get 4 goals in his first game?
I'm sure you can get 6. I don't know.
Auston, I know a lot of your motivation comes from within. Last one for me. When you see what McDavid did last year, does that motivate you at all or inspire you in any way?
Well, I think individually, I want to be the best player that I can be. I don't try to focus too much externally, and for me, it's all about this team. It's all about winning and being the best teammate, leader, person, player that I can be day in and day out, and
Some softballs to start. What have you learned about Auston's ability to get better when he's already at that elite level?
I think it's just a drive to be the best, and he's got great athletic ability, obviously, and part of that is the ability to improve, right? To have something to focus on and work on it through the summer, and then apply it in season. So I think from what I've seen over the years, he's been able to do that as good or better than anybody I've ever worked with. You give him something, or he himself just feels something that he wants to improve upon, and focuses on it and works on it through the summer. And I think it's great. He's had a good off season in terms of health, and hasn't been disrupted like some others have in the last couple of years. But certainly his his ability to continue to improve, and probably the most important thing is the desire to continue to improve and not just settle, is a great asset for him.
Is there something you notice about him in his call?
I mean, I know there's a few things that he worked on. I don't know if I'd say it sticks out here yet. We've obviously only seen him the one game, but I think he's just skating really well. I think he's also, I think he's also getting older here. I think he's wanting to fast track this preseason and get playing for real, which I think a lot of our guys feel that way. But I know what I've seen from Auston has nothing to do with his on ice or his play or anything like that, but just really focused and determined to lead our team, and that's exciting.
Speaking of getting older, Gio's going to be 40 when the season begins. What have you seen from him in camp? What do you think about what he's got to do to keep up and how he takes care of himself?
Gio's looked good in terms of taking care of himself. I think this is the best shape I've seen him in from a conditioning standpoint, and so I think that that bodes well in terms of him, being able to fight off Father Time a little bit. But early here in camp, he's been his competitive self. He's defended well, so all those things I think are great. We lose sight of the fact, regardless of what the number is. I mean, he was a top 4 defenseman for us. It was a very good team last year in the regular season. Played a huge role for us, bigger than we had anticipated because of the number of injuries we had. But up until the trade deadline, he was playing a ton of minutes for us against other teams' best players and doing a remarkable job. And early on here, he doesn't seem to have taken any steps in the wrong direction.
The common answer from players is I just want to go out and play my own game when you ask them what their role is in that. But with a guy like Bertuzzi and with Auston and Mitch, is there something above that he has to do to really make it work with those two? Or how do you see that?
Well, I think it's just getting familiar with the pace that they would want to play with. I think he knows who he is. I think he plays with good players, meshes with them well. I mean, you really track how things moved through the playoffs and through the end of the regular season in Boston. Seemed to be finding himself alongside either Marchand or Pasternak pretty consistently. And anytime he was moved away from there, he seemed to find his way back. And a lot of times those kind of things aren't necessarily coach-driven, they're player-driven because the coach is getting some knocks on his door. So I think that's what we think we have is a guy that's going to pair well with any of our players that we put him with, but certainly the best guys we want to play with. He's got great assets, and he doesn't get enough credit for his ability to make plays. I go through his points that he accumulated in Boston, and I don't know how many times he finding seams and setting guys up for one-timers and open nets and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of intangibles that come with Bertuzzi and Domi, both, but to me their playmaking ability is what I'm most excited about. Those guys make a lot of plays that can enhance their line mates.
David Camp got sort of a vote of confidence with a 4-year contract in the offseason. I'm wondering what you've come to appreciate most about the things he brings to the team.
Reliability is the biggest thing. I mean, if you're any young player out there that really wants to aspire to have a career and find a role and be a pro, work on being reliable first, because every coach or every team needs that, and he's very consistent. He wants to add different elements to his game offensively, and he wants to grow that way, and we of course would like him to as well, but he doesn't sacrifice who he is and what he is for our team in order to accomplish those things, because it brings great value, and it doesn't always get acknowledged. It doesn't come with great accolades, but it was nice to see him get rewarded with some security and a contract like that, because he certainly is a valued member here.
Auston really downplays the individual stuff with us, but do you think it bothered him a little bit going from 60 to 40 goals?
He didn't show it to me. I think this is an important thing, because we've got great players that are capable of great numbers. Auston is the MVP, all these things. I really do think that our players individually they know the responsibility they have, and they know what they need to produce for the team. That's part of their job and part of their role. But they're also just really focused on helping the team win. Helping the team win in the regular season, helping the team to be great and to stay present and value each day, and then ultimately help us win in the postseason. And I think it's like I was alluding to earlier with Auston. It's not just him; it's all of our players. I see a really focused and determined group. It has nothing to do with individual pieces. That's helping this team win.
Where do you see TJ Rhodey right now? Maybe play on the weekend, and what do you
he's ramping up here. I think I can see him getting in probably Saturday. We'll take tomorrow off, and then he'll come in another practice day. And as long as he's feeling good at that point, then we look towards Saturday for him.
Him and Riley together, almost a no-brainer for you probably. But what do you like about that pair?
Again, just reliability. Those guys have played together. They've been good. It allows us, the way the other pairs shake out. We like that as well. So to have that pair that we can put out there against anybody while we work on the chemistry between McCabe and Klingberg, and then Gio and Lily, and Benoit and Timmins are still going to factor in here. Lots of runway here as well for them. So we just like how those things shake out to start.
Ilya was saying that you guys sat down and kind of mapped out a plan for him prior to camp and the early going. What do you think the benefit is of at this point to get him some more individual work, the goalie coach prior to getting him in the game?
Yeah, it's helpful. I think the goaltending position is such a technical thing that the more time they can spend working together and making sure that they build them up in terms of the reps and strength and getting up to game speed through practice sessions before we put them in games. I think there's great value, and because we play so many exhibition games, we don't have to feel like we got to rush them in there because there are so many minutes still remaining here in preseason. So he said practice yesterday, practice today, and then we'll take it from there. I think he'll get in one of the games in Montreal this weekend. We haven't quite pinpointed which one, but I think that he'll get in there, and then lots more next week as well.
What's Curtis McElhinney's role here?
He's I'll leave that to Tree, the organization, to handle. I mean, I've seen him around and talked with him a little bit, and it seems like there's going to be an opportunity for him to get involved in some facet. I suspect it's going to have something to do with goaltending, likely.
What's Gambrell's status? It looked like he got a bit banged up at the end of yesterday's practice.
Yeah, he's been diagnosed with a concussion, so he's going to be out. You never know with those types of things, so we'll just take it a day at a time and see how he is, but we don't expect him to be available in the near future.